Matt Steffenhagen here at the Troyer tent, and they are doing a lot of work this week. Of course, it is Super Dirt Week. Whether you got this one on Thursday or Friday depends kind of on the weather at this point. We want to make sure we got him in. First of all, how are things at Troyer?
Pretty good. We're building all the chassis at our place now. We've probably built 13 or 14 of them at this point. Going pretty well.
Okay. Is this the new one right here?
This is a new one. This is not a 2024. We just finished that one up last week, but pretty much same design. We're rolling with what we got. We're happy with where we are. So,
are customers coming and scaling and doing the things they should be doing with you
we've
here?
had a handful of them in here. Everybody's been so busy they haven't gotten here when they wanted to, but we've had quite a busy morning here. So.
Okay. How are they doing out there? I talked to Tim Sears Jr. yesterday.
Yeah, so far it looks like Tim just locked into the 358 show in time trial, so that was very good.
All right. So. How are things going with the customers at this point? Yeah, obviously you follow every single car that comes across. That's one of yours, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've got racers at all levels and all divisions at this point. Everybody's going pretty well. Everybody's kind of working on the same things. We're just trying to, when they come in here, we try to get them all on the same page. So.
All right. Is the comeback in effect?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I know the first year we came up here, I think we had 6 cars here.
Really?
And just off the top of my head, I come up with 14 this year, and there may be more that I'm forgetting, so we've got quite a few here now.
Okay. Now, a lot of times when you guys hear about the rubber floor, and I'm going to get in there so Matt can tell us, he'll be able to see what I'm shooting here. We're talking about basically right in there, right? Is that what we're looking at?
Yep.
Okay. What are we looking at exactly? What is this part right here?
So this is your torque arm slider, this is your torque arm. And this is what they call a rubber floor. What it is, it lets the frame move around, lets everything flex. It isolates the torque arm from the frame.
Okay, and that was a big innovation. How many years ago now was that we started even talking about rubber floors? I'm
not totally certain. I mean, certainly Bicknell came up with this stuff here, but we're working to do our own thing eventually. But yeah, it basically just lets the car do more what it wants to do when the torque arm wraps up.
And of course, you're seeing the torque arms right there. That's what goes back. And that's the little, what do we call that, a drive shaft shroud or something like that, basically, that keeps the drive shaft?
These are safety loops.
Safety loops, okay, there's 2 of those. Then you can see we go into the rear end here. Now, everybody, what they're talking about when they talk about coils is basically this right here. How much has that changed what you guys do?
Everything. So these cars, out of all the TD5 chassis that have been built, there's only been one built ever with a torsion rack in it. So
really?
So we don't really even deal with it anymore on our side. And it's really gone away. Everybody's figured out the coil stuff so much more, it's not really necessary to use the cars.
Okay. And when they talk about the short arm, that's what they're talking about right there. That used to be further up, basically, towards the front, is where that used to be?
Yep. These are, this is a 17-inch rod. They used to be either a 27, 28-inch rod.
Are there shorter ones?
I don't think anybody's really running much shorter than that.
Okay, all right. Come up here, obviously, and you can see the motor plate. Is this something that differs, obviously, or no? Depending on the engine I got, I don't know much about the
No, you actually run the same motor plate for Sportsman, small block, big block. We run the same motor plate for everything.
Okay.
It all goes in the same spot. That was a little different in years past. They used to offer different ones for dry sump engines where you can lower them down, but that's not really beneficial for what we're doing in dirt racing. So this is our one standard one we have now.
Okay. And of course you can see the front axle, the radius rods and all of that are right there. So here's a little look at what they look like underneath. And we must again encourage folks, if you have a Troyer, they should really get over here and at least scale with you guys, and because you're learning stuff during the week that maybe you didn't know on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, stop over. I mean, we'll gladly go through your car. I mean, the scales might not mean as much as they used to in years past, but we're at least on a level surface and we can get good measurements on everything and get you headed in the right direction.
What's the website?
TroyerDirtCars.com.
All right, look them up, guys. And again, great customer service. They've really come a long way in the last few years. Matt, I hope you have a great Super Dirt Week, okay?
All right, thank you.